Water temperature of 89.
Good news is we're not talking about a tropical storm or a hurricane in Florida this time of the year, but are there other areas we have to watch? Let's check in now with our hurricane expert, Dr. Greg Postel.
Paul and Molly, thank you guys. You know, yes, the conditions are relatively inactive right now in the tropics, but that is not likely to remain the case, especially as we head toward the second half of August. What this map shows is the odds that are going to be, we think, slightly above average in this part of the world, including the main development region of the Atlantic and also perhaps the Caribbean as well, and nearby areas too in the Western Atlantic. Now, we know that in August, as we move through the month, the normal odds go up. But this is over and above that. There's some suggestion that the atmosphere is going to turn around a little bit and allow what would otherwise be a natural uptick in that trend to become a little bit more obvious, more enhanced. Now, here's what we've got right now across the tropical Atlantic. Hardly a cloud in the sky, right? And here's the reason why, or at least one of them. Of course, there are a couple of them. But just look at the clouds. I mean, these things are flat. There's hardly thunderstorms out there anywhere, right? These clouds are what are called shallow cumulus clouds. They're not very tall, and they're not allowed to get very tall and grow into thunderstorms, in part because the atmosphere aloft is so very stable. There continue to be plumes of very warm air associated with what's called the Saharan air layer, so the air is dusty as well. But to me, the real figure here, the real important part of all of that, is the fact that the air is so very stable. Like you put a lid on a pot of boiling water. Like we talk about with thunderstorms in the plains. When they try to get going, but the air aloft is too warm, they don't. Same kind of thing is happening here. The air aloft is just putting that lid on the tropics. But I think that that is likely to change eventually, but not next week. This is the rainfall accumulation pattern through next week. We'll have some, but not much. Through next week, it does indeed look to be below average in terms of what we should expect. But this is the reminder, right in here. We do think that as we go toward the second half of August and in early September, not only do we see the natural uptick in odds, I think we'll see it over and above even that. So get your cruises in now.